know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now it's Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Let's get off the field. Slow.
Campbell now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Goal to go.
They run the counter. It's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and...
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They run with Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
No good.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He was taken down by Bobby.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ezekiel.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on 3rd down, Campbell. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. This is Hines. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Reggie Robinson. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Touchdown, Seahawks. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Campbell throwing on first down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a wild card win last week. He had just 2 catches, and now he's got his
First down, Dallas.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step up. He's crossing. He's checking.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Campbell. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 6.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Brings up 3rd down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very... And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
You ain't gonna burn me.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Elliott. Down right around the 25. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Campbell. Going to throw again. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Cowboys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Campbell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tony Pollard, incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
Makes the score.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Focusing on me, no from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, Campbell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One brief call it, no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Myers' kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 at a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Seahawks 31, Cowboys 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down. It's Hines. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try to run with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Cowboys 10. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Campbell throwing again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Dallas.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
I'll give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, 50 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The Seahawks looks like they've recovered. And a loose football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They run again with Hines. And he's he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Look at the spin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 20-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
To throw is Campbell. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
From the gun, Campbell.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Campbell. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 49 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work.